Joyride, 1957, a novel of intrigue by J.P. Wasmiller, chapter 138. In 1602, some 100 years before, the Franciscans founded the first mission in California. Spanish explorer Sebastian Vizcaino sailed up the west coast from Acapulco, Mexico. On the ship were 3 Carmelite friars. On November 10, they sailed into San Diego Harbor, and after building a hut and celebrating the first Mass in California, the ship sailed up to San Francisco Bay and found a point of land projecting into the ocean. They named it Point Reyes, meaning the Point of 3 Kings. Father Serra didn't establish the first mission in California until 1769 as Mission San Diego. Have you been there? No, but I intend to go. Anyway, Father Amorose baptized a young Native American woman named Rosa in 1828, and Father Amorose named the region Santa Rosa. From there, things kind of took off, as you young people say, and now we have this beautiful church. The priest stared at James as James' eyes swung around the church's interior. Why only 3 cups? James asked, pointing to the altar. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, the father said. But why? And each church has to follow rules, but just as the names are different, each has its own identity. Ours has always been 3. Some have 12, some 2. You get the picture. James nodded. Interesting. Say, it's almost time for Mass. Would you care to join us? People were already filing into the church. Sure, James said, changing his mind. He stayed for the 1-hour service. On arriving back at the La Rose Hotel, James found Angela dressed, and the two went down to a local Italian restaurant. He sat outdoors on the sidewalk. James had lasagna, and Angela had chicken over angel hair pasta. The two then walked about the downtown. Angela bought, among other things, some Neosporin ointment to dress their bird scratches from the Rexall drugstore, and before they knew it, it was supper time. They watched the 6 o'clock news, and the commentator reported that Portland, Oregon was still a disaster, as further timbers were blanketing the region. He also gave a short report on a bird strike in Bodega Bay that had happened yesterday, but gave no follow-up. James grabbed a copy of the Santa Rosa Press-Democrat newspaper and read a short story about the attack. It did not mention he or Angela, but there was a small picture of a bird attacking a man. James' skin grew cold as he realized it was a picture of him. It was a little fuzzy, but he knew the CIA would sharpen it up and know exactly who, where, and when he was photographed. The happy couple went down to a local steakhouse for supper, but both just picked at their food. Angela was still shaky from yesterday's trauma, and James was now realizing that his pursuers would soon find his whereabouts. The two went back to the room and quickly fell asleep in each other's arms. More than once through the night, Angela woke up with a scream. James held her tightly each time.